members of Group 4. And our group topic is all about lean supply management. But before we will tackle to you about this lean supply management, let me discuss to you or share to you about the origin or history of lean manufacturing. Kung ano ni siya exist o kinsa mga ning gamit ani o kinsa mga naka-discover ani. So in year 1950s to the end of 1980s, ang Toyota naghimo og isa ka manufacturing system nga gitawag nila og Toyota Production System. Pero karon mas commonly known na siya as lean manufacturing. So by the way, what is lean? Unsa ang lean? So, lean is a system of techniques and practices for running a manufacturing or service operation. So, mga practices ni siya to improve efficiency and effectiveness by just eliminating waste. So, kaning term na lean una ni siyang nabuhat sa isa kasi scale research program which is IMVP. International Motor Vehicle Program nga giunhan sa taga MIT which is Massachusetts Institute Technology. Ang primary concern ani nga program kay ang anticipated yet strong competitive advantages of Japanese automotive industry over that of Americans and Europeans. So, ang first nga mga na-discover ani nga program kay nakasuwat sa isa ka book entitled The Machine That Changed the World. So, kani nga book kay nag-discuss sa entire managerial system of lean production. Mausad ni ang nag-guide sa tanang mga managers, leaders sa isa ka establishment nga gusto mo succeed or gusto makakita og changes sa ilahang business. So, the history of lean manufacturing began with artisans prior to the industrial revolutions when standardized supplies were not yet available to enable large production runs. So, wala pa ni siya nahimo until Henry Ford revolutionized mass production para sa ihang automobiles nga makahimo og posibilidad nga makatrain siya mga trabahante o makahimo siya mga sakyanan quickly and efficiently. Ang Japanese auto manufacturer Toyota modified the process into the first lean method of production. So sila ang unang ning apply sa lean. So nabuhat nila nga wag tangon ang mga waste inherent in Ford system. So gi-empowered sa Toyota ang ilahang mga workers para ma-improve ang process o ma-stop ang mga errors nga ning occur sa ilahang system. Wala nila gibaliwala ang sayop bisan mga gagmay lang. Ila ning gihimuan og actions, wala nila gibiyaan ni until nga ma-resolve ni nila tanan. Mas giuna nila ang pag-solve ani nga mga problems kaysa magpadayon sila sa ilahang production. Kay para nila mas mudako ang problema if dili ni nila masulbaran or mapangitaan og kanang waste para mawala ni siya nga issue. So, this lean method required communication to flow in both directions and increase quality while reducing time and cost. Ang lean production method invented by automaker Toyota after sa World War II. Before na-success ang Toyota, mas unang ning-success ang GM or General Motors. Pero after pila ka years, ilahan ning nalabwan. Ilahan ning mas una sa ranking ang Toyota. So, ang kaning mga lean manufacturing is a complete production management system nga gi-develop in Toyota originally but later gradually refined and improved by many scholars and practitioners around the world. Na ay two major features ang lean manufacturing. Ang first kay increased efficiency through the reduce of waste and error. Second, reduce carrying cost of inventories achieved by manufacturing in small batches. So the overriding concept of the lean system is about doing more with less. Isa ni siya ka philosophy that identify and removing waste sa isa ka business activities. nag-add sa ni siya og value para sa mga customers ug sa business. Ang lean manufacturing wala ni siya na discover or wala ni siya gihimo or na implement sa isa lang ka adlaw, sa isa ka gabi, sa isa ka bulan, sa isa ka tuig. Pero pila pa ni siya ka years gibuhat, gistadihan nila until ma-complete or ma-success sila ani. So year by year na sila yung improvement. Nagbuhat sila og trial and error until nga nagkahinay-hinay og success ang system. So ang lean manufacturing develop and make use of employees' intellectual assets. Tanan kay gi-encourage para mohimo og improvement suggestions. Tanan sad na ay power para mopahunong o mapastop ang mga actions or mga activities nga nakita nila nga naay sayop. So ang mga ways sa una sa mga organization nga gipang baliwala lang, gipang ignore lang has been identified as key improvement area. So mas ilahang gihatagan og kanang improvement ang katong mga issue sa una nga gibaliwala lang nila og mao sad na isa sa mga kuan nga nakapa-success nila. So guys, mao ra to about sa ako ang topic nga origin of and history of lean manufacturing. Ang next topic is all about mass supply structure nga i-discuss ni Princess Urit.
Hello everyone, I am Princess Urit from Group 4. So today, I am going to tell you about the mass supply structure. But first, let us answer the question, what makes the lean supply unique? So here's the answer to that. The good thing about the lean supply is that it examines every processes. Again, it examines every processes within the supply chain. So, meaning, si lean supply is ijang gi-check ang every activities nga hitabo during sa production. So, for what reason? It is to lessen or reduce the errors or defects sa usa ka product. The help of the lean supply, the competitiveness of a business will improve. So, kay tungod kining improve naman ang competitiveness sa business, what will happen next? Siyempre, maka-earn ta og higher income, which is the main goal of every business. Diba? How does it work? First is we need to examine the supply chain practices. So what do you mean by that practices? Okay, when we say supply chain practices, this involves the packing, the manufacturing, the designing, the raw materials, or everything ang hitabo during sa production. Here's the mass supply structure. What do you observe? It is flat, right? Or, in the other words, it is simple. Yes, nganong makaingon man ta nga simple. Because, try to look at the picture. There is no multi-connections. What I mean is, si mass producer is indirect ni supplier. Yes, so now, I'm gonna tell you unsay gamit ni mass producer. Sana all may gamit. Sana all may gamit. So, moving on, si mass producer is the one who creates or build an ideas sa product, of course. Nga ijang ihatag ngadto ni supplier. So, the question is, unsaon mo pili ni mass producer o supplier? So, for example, I am the mass producer. So, ako mamili ko og supplier nga makamit sa akong ideas, worth it, and low cost. Low cost, pero maka-create gyapon og quality product. What is high outsourcing and low outsourcing? By the way, what is outsourcing? Okay, when we say outsourcing, it is a product or a service that you purchase outside sa imong company. Yes, so basically means, kung ikaw, daghan kag outsourcing, meaning, taas po ka og expenses. Whereas, kung gamay ka outsourcing, gamay ra sad kag expenses, di ba? Okay, let's proceed. So, most of the supplier doesn't give any information again doesn't give any information except, so take note of this, except sa value of volume and also price sa product. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. Good day, classmates. I am here to continue to report about lean supply principles, which also have lean supply system, as you can see it in page 52, figure 15. Lean supply system use tiered structure. First, supply from a smaller tier supply base, which the lean producers have a large number of suppliers. From the lean producers, items or products are being delivered to first tier suppliers, next to it is second tier suppliers, and lastly is the third tier suppliers. Unlike from the previous topic, which is mass supply structures, is flat, while lean supply system is like this. From lean producers goes down to first tier suppliers, second is second tier suppliers, and lastly third tier suppliers. Example of this is I have known someone who has e-bike business in Manila. We can call the owner as first tier suppliers because he ordered the e-bikes or the other parts of it directly from China. And the factory in China is, we can call it as the lean producers. And of course, after they receive the products or the e-bikes, they sell it to the second tier suppliers and offer spare parts like battery and tires, etc. And after that, the second tier suppliers delivered some some e-bikes from third tier suppliers. And the second one is develop appropriate, usually close partnership in a business. By using a much smaller base, selling producers can manage to spare more time and other resources to interact with each and everyone the first tier suppliers. Of course, dili tanan ma-entertain or ma-meet ni lean producers personally. So, to talk about the business from its product, delivery, and etc. Partnership in business, sharing profits, or even losses. They also have contracts, a valid contract. They need to communicate, coordinate, and to cooperate with each other along with its processes. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Bjork Young, and I am going to discuss the third and fourth lean supply principles. The third lean principle is supplier selection based on performance. So, when the lean producer has already selected its suppliers, the price is no longer considered as the most important criteria. Rather, it is the higher level performance, which is the basis for their selection, such as quality standard, R&D capability, delivery reliability, management system and standard, commitment, and relationship. Of course, price will still be considered, but it will always be referenced to the value that a company can offer. Because once the lean producer has already selected their suppliers, they are already considered and treated as a family member. Thus, an open and trust culture will be enforced. The fourth lean principle is single or dual sourcing. Lean producer tends to prefer the single sourcing or dual sourcing strategy, not multiple sourcing. Single sourcing meaning only one supplier is being sourced. Wala siya backup or duplicated suppliers for the same product. Single sourcing has a lot of key advantages. First, the unit cost is minimized because there is only one supplier. Pasabot ani, the supplier will reap the benefit of economy of scale. Second, when research and product development is required, only one supplier can be focused. Kaya if duha ka companies ang i-research for the same product, it can raise complications since they are in a competition. And third, it develops a close partnership on the producer and supplier. Because in contract ang lean producer with one supplier which shows a statement of trust and partnership organization. This also shows loyalty to one supplier. That is why it creates a close partnership between producer and supplier.
Number 5. Supplier cost plus is pasabot ani is moadd kag amount sa cost unit nga nagasto. Kibalay imo i-adi ani is mo ang ginansya. For example, namanidya kintahay ko og ginanggang. Kibali ang nagasto sa ginanggang now is 10 pesos kada usa. So ako nga gabaligya, moadd ko og 5 pesos baron for the ginansya naho. Kibayan na ako ginansya ng 5 pesos. Pero kini nga pamaagi, wala ni gamit sa lean producer kay dili ni fair sa market. Then makabot-buot ra ba sila og add og amount without questioning kung kini acceptable ba sa market. Then market price minus. Ang market price minus is ang amount sa product nga imong himuon is minus 100 sa maong ginansya. For example, kintay na kay 10 pesos. Ang kanang 10 pesos nga amount imong kuhaan daan o 4 baron for sa imong ginansya. I-set aside nimo ang 4 pesos kay bali mo to di bali imong ginansya. So ang nabilin nga 6 pesos mo na imong target cost nga imong himuon para maka-produce ka og product. So if ang target cost gani if ang target cost lower than the supplier's actual cost, the buyer and the supplier will work together para ilang ma-achieve ang target cost. Then both sila, supplier and the buyer, maka-benefit. Then kini nga pamaagi mo niya igamit sa lean producer kay fair man. Number 6. Early and close engagement with suppliers for NPI. So diri duha ang gi-state sa NPI. So ang kinauhan is ang mass supply system. So ang mass supply system wherein ang procedure usaray gahimo kibali si buyer ug si supplier igo na lang sila mosunod sa maong plano or blueprint nga gihatag sa mass producer. Kibali ang supplier dili na involved sa maong design. Ikaduha is lean supply system. Lean supply system, ikaw nga negosyante mangita man jud kag kuan supplier nga mo produce sa maong product and mga materials para sa imong business. So kibalik kini sa supplier involved na ni sa imong design or plan sa imong business. Then naasay engineer nga gikan sa supplier nga imong gikuha to work with you and hands-on nga mo ana sa site para paghimo sa maong design sa imong business. Kibalik kini si engineer apil na sa imong company or apil na siya sa involved na siya sa maong design. Then gibali diri sa buyer and supplier mapagawas yun ang expertise. Then ang importante sa diri sa lane is ang collaboration and teamwork para mas paspas ang dagan sa maong business. Di para sa mass supply system nga igora sila mosunod sa maong plano sa mass producer. Kibali sa lean supply is importante jud ang collaboration. And that's all. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. My topic for today is synchronized flexible capacity. First, let's define what is capacity flexible. It refers to the ability to adjust the total production capacity in any period with the option of utilizing contingent resources. So, in the lean supply system, kinahanglan nga mahimo og dako nga synchronized flexible capacity to achieve the supply chain efficiency. So, dapat na ay mga strategy or tactic or operation nga pagaplanuhon o pagabuhaton. Ang usa ka lean supply system. So kay nga naman, because usahay ang demand sa product or service is muhinay. So gitawag ni siya or siya nga overcapacity. Then usahay pod ang demand sa product or service is kanang kusog or taas ang halin. So gitawag ni siya or siya nga under capacity. Just in time delivery. Today in our generation, GIT or Albertos is a trend. Uso ug kusog, especially in manufacturing management. Through GIT or Albertos, ang imong supply or foods madawat dadon sa mga customers. Wala na'y kuskus balungos. Unlike before, taas pa ang oras makuha labi na tuas laing lugar. So the production process only begins when a customer place in order an inventory stock is only delivered is needed.
Incentive and reward alignment. Mao ni siya ang ilang giingon nga mag-create mo og system where both the buyer and the supplier have this what they call win-win situation. Dili sa ingon nga makabarato ka sa dili sa ingon nga makabarato ang ikaw nga buyer sa supply, but ang mismong supplier nimo ang mo hatag og barato nga price kay naghatag ka og, for example, naghatag kanila og asa sila makakuha og barato nga raw material. So ilan na ng initiative na muhatag og mas barato nga presyo para nimo. Willingness to share a substantial part of its proprietary information. Kini usap ni siya sa importante in doing business. Nga mo share ka og information sa imong business partner. Kay para makabuild ka og trust and loyalty. Kay og di ka makabuild nga na kanang all in business ra jud ka kanang di ka mohatag sa imong kitay di ka makikistorya nga na wa kay hatag nga kanang gamay nga information nila mag-wonder jud na sila business sa may kuan ani adi ganahan ani maginiana ng mga supplier kay tao ra man na sila. So dapat mo share ka og information bahay nila, pero dapat di mo ihatag tanan. Like for example sa bugas, mag-angkat kanila tag usa ka load 600 ka sako, mag-wonder man na sila og asa nimo ihatag. Di jud na nimo i-share kay ug imo na i-share pwede magmodirekta na sila, luoy kay ka, pwede naman sila di mo agi nimo inga na ra, pero dapat mag-share gyapon ta og kanang ginagmay nga information para makabuild ta og trust and loyalty. That's all. Thank you.